Hi everybody, I'm Daniel, and in this video I want to walk you quickly through the GNPS dashboard and show you how you can quickly visualize LC-MS data in the GNPS dashboard, which serves as a web browser based LC-MS visualization and analysis tool. So to jump right in, here we have the GNPS dashboard web page, and what you can see in this interface is basically a visualization tool for LC-MS, but also GCMS data. On the top left, you have the file selection area where you can define a USI that basically tells the tool where your file you want to visualize is located. In this case here, we directly linked out from a molecular network job to basically inspect here the raw file. This is a bacterial extract from E. coli Nissl, and as I said, I got there directly from a networking job. However, using the Dataset Explorer, which Ming will show you in a different video, you can also basically bring in files from different public mass spec repositories, such as Massive or Metabolites or Metabolomics Workbench. What you can also do is using this Upload Files button here and actually drag and drop your files directly into the dashboard in case they're not online or so. However, let's assume we have our file loaded. Then here basically file download, our status bar should tell you that this is ready. And if you scroll down, one of the very first things you will see is here in the data exploration area, this heat map. So that basically plots mass versus retention time. So you kind of have a top view on the top of your LC-MS chromatogram. And as this data also contains MS data, those are displayed through blue little crosses here. And to me, as a very first look at your data, this is already really awesome because you can see immediately, okay, do I have a lot of MS scans in there? How is their distribution? And so on. So now as a next step, you can scroll farther down and you eventually will see here the TAC plot. So this is the total ion current. Probably familiar, as this is a very classic or typical visualization you would get in other vendor data analysis software. So now, similar as in other standalone software tools, if you click at a different time point in here, here on the right, you will get a mass spectrum. You can do this again, clicking here at the highest peak. So here now we have the MS1 mass spectrum from this particular run. So now as a next step, often once we identified here a particular mass, for example 482, we might want to extract an extracted ion chromatogram. Therefore, if we scroll up, we can type here the XIC mass in that XIC MZ field under XIC options, and here, for example, 482.124 would correspond to Yersinia bactin, which we know is produced by this particular strain. Now, by further specifying here a mass tolerance, either in absolute or here in relative ppm value, we can select this here. We can then basically extract this extracted ion chromatogram. And if we go now down, we see now here this extracted ion chromatogram appeared. We can also further zoom in, make this larger, and now here the red crosses indicate MS2 events that were triggered for this particular extracted mass that is displayed in this XIC. Now, if I click on that red cross, then here in the spectrum view below, the MS1 spectra is now replaced by an MS2 spectra of this particular this particular data point. So now this is already quite informative for many people. So if I want to now take this and use this figure in a presentation, for example, I can here use this download plot button and then basically click on this and then save this either as an SVG or PNG. So here, this would be save file, so I can now save this on my computer. And yeah, if I want to have the PNG, then I can go up to rendering options and actually change this to PNG. So now if I would do the same thing here again, download plot, now it lets me download this as a pixel PNG. Okay, so now going one step further, you may have seen in the file selection area, we have actually two USIs. So there's USI1 and USI2. And what I can do here is actually compare two different groups of LCMS files. So here in this example, which is also use case number 1 in our GNPS dashboard paper, which is now available, so the use cases are available on the GNPS documentation side. You can see that we want to compare here a wild type as group 1 and then a knockdown mutant in group 2. And if I specify this and scroll a little bit down, I can here under LCMS viewer options activate this show USI LCMS map 2. And now what I will have here is basically two fields with two heat maps and then also two TIC plots for like the first file of USI1 and USI2. And if I specify here again now my XIC, I can also visualize peak area of this particular XIC when I scroll farther down, again in the form here of like extracted ion chromatograms, but then also in form of like this box plots here. And here we can see nicely for like the top group, so USI1, this is our wild type, we have like higher peak area, and then in the bottom group, the knockout, this is depleted and we don't have any peaks. So yeah, with this, I hope this is useful for you and you will find joy and yeah, play around with the GNPS dashboard. Thanks for watching and see you later.